So Trump, question to Trump, do you want to give Edward Snowden a pardon and bring him back? President Trump, I'm going to look at it. Gonna look at it? Still waiting for you to start looking at that, Donald Trump. You big liar.
Go ahead.
Do you want to give Edward Snowden a pardon and bring him back? You once suggested that.
Well, I'm going to look at it. I mean, I'm not that aware of the Snowden situation, but I'm going to start looking at it. There are many, many people. It seems to be a split decision. There many people think that he should be somehow treated differently, and other people think he did very bad things. And I'm going to take a very good look at it. Okay? I mean, I've seen people that are very conservative and very liberal, and they agree on the same issue. They agree both ways. I'm going to take a look at that very strongly, Edward Snowden. Yeah, please.
Yeah, I agree. It's a sad topic that it's even open for debate. Snowden should be pardoned and Assange should be free. Oh, wait. That's not what he said. Susan Rice tweeted, "Congratulations, GOP. This is who you are now. I just can't." Yes. This is who Joe Biden just appointed, someone who wants to prosecute journalists. And Trump is the bad guy? That's what she's saying. She wants to prosecute journalists and whistleblowers. That's what Susan Rice is saying. Just appoint. Susan Rice is the domestic policy advisor designate for the president-elect. She's a national security advisor and a UN ambassador. And a mom who likes prosecuting journalists. Susan Rice, I'm pretty sure she's a war criminal, too, and a mom. I like when moms are war criminals. You like to kill other people's kids while you're a mom. Isn't she a war criminal? Pretty sure, Susan Rice. Pretty sure. I just can't. Congratulations, corporate Democrats. This is who you are now. Neoliberal authoritarians who oppose whistleblowers who reveal that our own government is spying on us, which is a violation of our privacy and Fourth Amendment rights. Snowden is a patriot. You're correct, Ryan. Trump pardon for Julian Assange would secure presidential legacy as a defender of free speech, says Nobel laureates. 5 Nobel Prize winners have urged Donald Trump to put a defining stamp on his presidency by offering a pardon to WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange. Assange's supporters say he is being persecuted as a journalist, claiming the case against him poses a threat that the First Amendment protection of free speech poses a threat to the First Amendment protection of free speech in the U.S. Constitution. We write to request that you put a defining stamp on your presidential legacy by pardoning Julian Assange or stopping his extradition, the 5 Nobel Prize laureates said. Assange has fought for truth and justice. His work with WikiLeaks has pioneered accountability in the media and exposed corruption, civil liberties violations in the United States and around the world, and the true cost of war. The Nobel Prize laureates say the case against Assange threatens the constitutional protections that Americans hold dear, suggesting to Trump, by offering a pardon to put a stop to the prosecution of Assange, your presidency will be remembered for having saved First Amendment protections for all Americans. Trump could have pardoned whistleblower Julian Assange, Chelsea Manning, and Edward Snowden. Instead, he chose to pardon 4 Blackwater mercenaries who murdered 17 Iraqi civilians, including 2 boys, 8 and 11, in an unprovoked attack on a crowd of unarmed people. Disgusting. Hey, shock and dismay after Trump pardons Blackwater guards who killed 14 Iraqi civilians. This is what he had time to look at instead of Edward Snowden and Julian Assange. This is what your hero Trump had time to look at. Didn't have time to look at Snowden or Assange, but he had time to do that. How you still don't think he's a con man? Never did a fucking thing he said he was gonna. Never gave you health care. Never gave you an infrastructure bill. Never pulled the troops out from the Middle East. Never did anything. He gave a tax cut to the richest people in the world. He gave $5 trillion to the richest people in the world while still denying you health care or a UBI. or pardoning anybody except actual war criminals. Yeah, they're all fucking murderers. Pardoning the Blackwater contractor is an affront to justice and to victims of the Nisour Square massacre and their families, said the chair of the UN. This is your non-interventionist. If you're a Trumper, this is your non-interventionist. Pardoning people who committed massacres in other countries. The Geneva Convention states that to hold war criminals accountable for their crimes, even when they act as private security contractors, the UN experts said.
It would seem, especially if they're private contractors.
It would seem especially. These pardons violate U.S. obligations under international law and more broadly undermine humanitarian law and human rights at a global level. Kushner pardon revives loathsome tale of tax evasion and sex. After Charles Kushner discovered his brother-in-law was cooperating with federal authorities, the wealthy real estate executive and father of President Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, hatched a scheme for revenge and intimidation. Kushner hired a prostitute to lure his brother-in-law, then arranged to have an encounter in a New Jersey hotel room recorded with a hidden camera and the recording sent to his own sister, the man's wife. The scheme didn't work. Charles Kushner later pleaded guilty to tax evasion and making illegal campaign donations in a case tailor-made for tabloid headlines. The White House, in its announcement, cited Kushner's charitable work since he completed his sentence in 2006 as the reason he deserved clemency. See, these are the people who Trump is pardoning. Instead of Edward Snowden, instead of Chelsea Manning, instead of Julian Assange. And he's still your hero? You're a fucking chump. Donald Trump is the swamp. Thank you to everyone asking President Trump to pardon my son Julian. I still hold out hope that he yet may do so. It would indeed be an historical act of mercy, courage, and presidential power. And if he doesn't do it, you know exactly who he is. I mean, we all know who he is. He just has to now just keep doing it. Jeremy Scahill, who doesn't know how to ask follow-up questions, says this. Jeremy Scahill, if you want to know how to ask follow-up, a YouTube host can show you. I can show you how to do a follow-up question if you need help. Jeremy Scahill says, people can debate many things about Julian Assange, but let's be clear. The reason Assange is being subjected to inhumane treatment and the threat of extradition to the U.S. is about punishment for exposing U.S. war crimes and dirty deeds. It is a threat to all journalists. But censorship isn't, Jeremy? That's interesting. Bill Binney, you know him from our show, the NSA's top code breaker, then they tried to frame and put in jail because he blew the whistle on the NSA. He says, Mr. President, freeing Julian Assange and pardoning Edward Snowden would send a message to the world that you value truth and honesty. You certainly haven't got that from all the swamp creatures around you. Government has real problems they don't want to face, so don't protect them. He is, Bill. Sorry to say. Don't extradite Julian Assange. I would say free Julian Assange. So that's Sunday, January 5th at the British Embassy, 3100 Massachusetts Avenue, Northwest. Monday, January 4th, the Department of Justice. So they're going to have some actions. So on Sunday, January 3rd at the British Embassy and Monday, January 4th at the Department of Justice. Americans for Assange. Publishing the truth is not a crime. Torturing a journalist is. Free Julian Assange. So there you go. And all you sycophants of Donald Trump, maybe you want to tweet at him because he reads his Twitter. Maybe tweet at him to pardon Julian Assange and Edward Snowden and Chelsea Manning while he's at it. But you know he won't. So that's why you probably won't tweet at him, because you just want a fake hero. I get it. Everybody wants a hero. I wanted Bernie. Bernie was my hero in 2015, 16. I know what that's like. But you got to face the music when you see who they really are. Bernie has proved over and over again he won't actually cross the establishment. So does Donald Trump. Go tell Donald Trump what you think of him if he doesn't do this. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.